Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Grand Tactician. Today we're going to see more confused fighting in the West. Some highs, some lows. If you've got any grand strategies you'd like to share, then don't forget to leave them in the comments down below, right after you've liked the video, of course, because that's a major help. Anyway, let's jump into the action, see if we can pull something out of the bag, and see what we get up to in this episode. Okay, let's assess the situation for a minute. Over in Missouri, we've got an offensive going on there. So far, so good. We're just waiting for the forces just to recover a bit from the Battle of Rolla. We're going to march on St. Louis. Yeah, I'm still figuring out how to pronounce that. Down in Texas, we're waiting for the cavalry army under Sibley to form. Still waiting for those guys to get their act together. We have over in Kansas, sorry, not in Kansas, it's called the Indian Territory. It will become Oklahoma. These guys... Native Americans fighting for the Confederacy. We could actually start a campaign and go into Kansas with these. I think we should do that. They look like they're in pretty good state. They've got supplies, they've got ammunition. We should at least be helping over in Missouri with them, if nothing else, just guarding that. So, do you know what? Let's do that. Let's move them all the way to Fort Scott in the Union. Sorry, Union-held Fort Scott in Kansas, right? I think that's Kansas. If I zoom out far enough, it should tell me, yeah, Kansas. Okay, so we've also had a bit of a reassessment of the Navy. We're putting a load more forces into this fleet in New Orleans. I don't think they're all gathered there yet, so we're going to have to wait a little while for that. Wait until they're actually ready, and then we're going to sail out and try and trash this Union fleet that's somehow sailed in through the fort. They can do that. There's nothing really stopping them. They're supposed to take damage as they come through. We don't know. They did trash, I think, the Mobile squadron down here, which is very small. We've also got a siege going over at Fort Pickens. I didn't realize Fort Pickens had quite so many men in its garrison. In the base game, it's something like 100 men, and you can quite easily take it. I think, because we don't have much artillery, I think we're going to actually withdraw from that. Is that the withdraw button? Do you know what? Might be easier. Can I just order these guys away? Defeat at Fort Pickens. That's not good. Support for the Confederate cause wavers. Maybe I should have just let them fight that out. We might have won, but that was kind of risky. Results of the Battle of Fort Pickens. Yeah. Okay, we lost a lot more men. But the purpose of this is to meet these guys up over here. Actually, they're going to retreat a bit first, and I think we'll sort that out. They'll come to it. The force in Mobile here under Withers, what we're going to do is these guys are a lot more. There's a better sort. We've also got Colonel Ghosty and Colonel Baerbock in there, and of course in the artillery, Captain B. So there's some of you guys in there. We're going to bring you together, and we're going to have a go at the Spanish fort here. I'd never heard of this. Was it actually Union held, or has been some sort of landing? I don't know. Not familiar with that. I don't think it does that in the base game, but again, I may be wrong. So our other forces, we're still waiting. We're waiting for Confederate troops to kind of gather. We're still waiting for units to form. I'm trying to reorganize them as we go into better divisions and stronger brigades. We can't recruit a whole lot at the moment, but that time will come. And then we're going to have a big enough force here to try and besiege Fort Monroe at the end of the peninsula here. We don't really want the Union causing us any grief over there. We've also got raiding Raphael Semmes, who's one of the most famous Confederate raiders, taking Union shipping. I've given him a bit of a fleet. He has got the CSS Sumter, and he's got 3 brigs. They're going. They're not there yet. When they're grayed out, it means I've dragged them over and assigned them. And hopefully he's going to capture us some Union merchant shipping and make us rich beyond our wildest dreams. And you can see we have a lot of very battered ships in port that are undergoing repairs. So, lots of things in motion. Let's go and see if we can actually order some more weapons. One of the key things here about this is that we can't just focus on one type of weapon. We need all sorts of stuff coming in all the time because of the way the order system works. I think that's pretty good. I don't really want these Colt revolving rifles, but I will take the Frank Wesson carbine. Production only. Can we put an order in? We can put an order in. We can't put an order in for 1,000 pieces. I don't know. Oh, we can. We just can't go less than that. Or we could put an order in for 2,000 pieces, and it would take 6 months. They seem okay, so we're going to order it. One of the downsides is that I don't think you can then sell weapons off. So that is a problem. We have 300 Burnsides in at the moment, which is not enough. But I'm going to put smaller orders in for this because we need cavalry weapons coming in. Surprised we can order them, but anyway, it is what it is. The Plains Rifle, that is an old-fashioned, I think it's flintlock, is it? I mean, they have a decent range, just a very slow rate of fire, so they're not awful. Accurate double-trigger muzzle-loading rifle with octagonal barrel, popular with mountain men and fur traders. 0.54 inch. Yeah, big, heavy weapon, accurate. Shall I order some more reboard mixed muskets? We should put a small order in, I think. We should always order enough to equip a brigade. Yeah, that takes a long time. Maybe we'll just order enough to yeah, we've got 2.5k in. That's to main. Yeah, I'm going to put the order in. We've got Mississippi rifles coming as well. Artillery, 12-pounder howitzers. You notice I'm going to be running up a humongous bill doing this. 94 days for 8 pieces. We always want 16. We're going to reorganize the artillery into 16 gun batteries. I guess we need guns, so I'll put the order in. I think that's it for now. It says we've got orders going. Orders placed. It should also show that. If I take all off and then we can see orders placed. I don't know why it doesn't show there. But anyway, they should be done. We'll probably issue more bonds for that. Okay, all that being done, let's progress with our invasion of Missouri. There are a few other things, by the way. I'm going to wait for those guys to sort of recover. Whilst we are waiting for that, what is this? This, I think, is going to be a load of ships, right? No, it's Price, Bragg, and construction completed. Construction of Wilmington, Florence Railroad, RR, I think. Prison camp in the state of North Carolina is being completed. Right, so we're building prison camps. I guess we are. So Price is in Missourian position. Bragg has retreated back from the fort. We're going to just get him out of here. And whilst he's marching away from there, when he gets there, I'm going to reorganize these two forces under one commander. We'll decide which one's the best. Make one large force rather than two, uncoordinated forces. And we don't need I don't think we need the guys holding New Orleans, but because they're not actually, actually they nearly are formed. We're just waiting for these guys, 17 days. Okay, I think we can march those out. European Brigade from Louisiana, apparently. Smoothbore muskets. They've got the Lorenz. If I drag them into there, I think they all end up with Lorenz. But I'm not 100% sure that the game actually, how the game handles that. So we're going to take advantage of it and see if it does. We'd rather have bigger brigades than lots of small ones because they hang around in combat more. But they will be reinforced. Okay, I'm going to march you guys up to... I could put them in Little Rock for assisting a bit. Oh, we should probably have something at Memphis. Where's Memphis? Let's order them here, and we can order them to take river movement. So there you go. They'll sail up the river. That makes sense from where they're coming from. I think it makes sense anyway. So they'll find their way up there. Brilliant. Meanwhile, over in Virginia, we're waiting for the... Oh, you need to come down here, actually, and we're going to build a depot at the bottom of the valley. Now, if I mouse over the force in there, it's estimated at 14,000 men with 25 guns, whereas we do not have that many men, quite. So I'm waiting to reinforce this area still. McCulloch's at destination. Great. If I double-click on that, take us over there. So we've got the depot. McCulloch can march straight on. I'm just going to move him out a little bit. Price needs a bit of time just to hold up. I think Price took quite a few casualties in that last fight. Come on. Our target is in sight. This is actually very, very typical of American Civil War battles, actually. Quite often, both sides were left so disorganized that the winner couldn't actually mount an effective pursuit of the loser and destroy them. They tended to be very high casualties, usually inconclusive affairs, with a few exceptions. where one side retreated from the field of battle, but the other side maintained its position, had to lick its wounds before it could then advance to the next big indecisive clash with lots of casualties. That tended to be how they went. I do need to be a bit careful with this because there's a big force gathering over there. Part of me is tempted just to push these guys in, but I say we're still waiting for quite a bit. We've got 12 days on some of those. We should get an announcement when we can put a new policy in as well, so let's go 20 times speed. We're just killing time here. The Army of Eastern Tennessee. Oh, I'll tell you what we should be waiting for. You guys managed to pull back. They did. That should say Loring. Yeah, Loring's a destination. It's nice that it gives you a notification of these. I wanted him to construct a building there, but it's not letting me. Why not? Is he just in such a bad stance? Maybe he needs to go... I think it's the readiness. Once the readiness goes up. Yeah, the readiness is up. Brilliant. Let's get a depot. And we just put it... let's see. As long as it is part of this... on this railroad and stuff. We're looking for the position where it can go. I did have one. It's there. Do we have... I don't think we actually have a telegraph there. So telegraphs are good because they... Well, I don't know if they're that much useful, actually, because we've got no order delays, but generally they result in orders being sent up the line faster. We'll not bother. We can capture ones. Okay, come on, chaps. 20 times speed. So I want to go and watch the interesting fight. What's this? We're issuing bonds. Yeah, we're issuing bonds. Union calls for volunteers. Union's got 2 years contracts, slightly ahead of us. Ours are coming up. Congress sanctions further enlistment. States forming new units. Who's this? Bragg at destination. Okay, let's go and take a look down in Florida. So, Braxton Bragg. Let's have a look at the army and the commander. See, leadership on Bragg is low. He wasn't a popular commander. He tended to rub people up the wrong way. But he is what we've got, and he's got good administration, which means he is no cunning. I don't know. I don't know how to rate him. He tended to fight head on. He was quite a character. Anyway, who do we want? There's a force at Mobile, I think. Right, let's go back to the army of this guy. We click on transfer. This is a nice feature. They are Western Florida. When I find them, Army of Texas. It's also, this is a good way of seeing who's ready and who's not. So you can see our Western Department. Oh, they're in Northern Tennessee. That's not the one in Missouri. That's a different one. Everyone waiting. We're just waiting to form our armies before we can really get going. The District of Louisiana, that's not him. Department of Alabama, that's him. Okay, so what we're going to do is transfer all these over. What I need is a new division commander. So we add new group. Let's put McClaws in there. Okay, McClaws is a decent commander. Do we have anyone better? I mean, there's always someone good. Johnson is quite good. I don't think it really matters too much. Everyone starts off decent. Oh, was that an engineer? We're going to put Colonel Jubal Early in there just because he's an engineer, and we're going to attack some forts. So engineering points is actually quite useful for this. So sorry, we go back to transfer, and we're going to put these guys under here. Now, they won't immediately be available. By the way, Baerbock, Ghosty, there we go. You guys are coming over. We've got a cavalry force. Do you know what? I'm just going to add these guys in here, then we will form them. Oh, can I not do that? That is an odd mixed division. All right, let's make a cavalry division here for now. Are you a cavalry commander? You are not, so just cancel that, actually. We'll just add these guys in to start with. There we go. Can I add those in? Right, brilliant. Did I want to do that? I think I've balls that up, have I? Yeah, because I should have been on this one. And that's who I was waiting to come in. Never mind, we will It's not letting me do that. Oh. Oh, because he's not a division commander. Right, got it. We'll put everything under McClaw's. I think this was like a half-brigade commander or something. It's a demi-brigade, something like that. That's absolutely fine. We will do that. And we're done. So you're going to see Bragg's men. He's going to have 10,000 men. The other force has disappeared. That is absolutely fine. And what we're going to do is when they gather in, which shouldn't be too long. It says ETA. Some of these are 11 days, 1 day. Ah, the ones that are on 1 day are the ones that are just literally just 1 day away. So we should see him. What's the date? Where's my date and time? There we go. It should have just jumped up. He's on 4,000 men. Are they not there yet? I thought he had more than that. Are they not ready? 8,000 men. That's what we want. So we are going to go and attack this fort. Fort is being constructed or repaired. I think we just need to right-click on it like that. He'll go and attack it. Excellent. So there's a little bit of organisation. It shows you the sort of depths that this game goes to when you're controlling the army. And I personally quite like that sort of stuff. Did the army get to Memphis? Do we see anyone on the river? Because I don't want those chaps marching all the way up. You were supposed to be sailing up to Memphis. Did it not work? Oh, maybe we can't. Maybe we've got... there's a river block or something like that. It's quite possible. Anyway, Memphis is a big city, so we want to hold this. We're actually going to use the rail movement, take that off, and then tick. So they should find a rail route to get up there, and it should get them there. Meanwhile, out in Missouri, I'm going to keep these guys in 2 separate armies, but the supply situation has got better. There's someone in Price's army not happy with the leadership. This is something else we need to take into account. If we have a look at it's unhappy. Why? It's going to tell me many soldiers in this unit are unhappy with their leadership. So basically, that is often down to the commander just not having enough fame. And it might be that. I mean, no one has fame at the moment, which is a problem. Oh, did we not replace him? I thought we replaced him. Let's see. Let's go for artillery. Captain is fine. Who's this chap? Major John B. Grayson. He looks substantially better. Let's put him in. So that should, if that was the problem, then that will fix that. I mean, no one has fame at the start of the war, so it could be that. But some people just are unpopular, shall we say. There we go. The Mikados. Does that help? Oh, it's got rid of the unhappy, so I think everyone's just moaning about the weather now. Glorious victory at Spanish Fort. Smith surrenders. Oh, that's a fantastic result that I wasn't expecting. Let me go check that out. I think the fort was half knackered, so this is good. This is very good. So what we get is a garrison of 120 men, which is pretty much just an artillery unit, right? I'm not sure why it's showing that. We'll give it time to sort itself out. So, Bragg, with his 10,000 men, I think has a much better chance. He's got 33 guns. He's got casualties, but a lot of them were from there before. So we're going to go back to Fort Pickens, and we're going to pick in a fight with them. Haha, do you see what I did there? Sorry. We've got projects. Is there anything? Oh, nice. Okay, so we can buy some of this now. So what I like to do, these are from our subsidies that we've put in. So if we unassign those, we can actually go through one by one. You can see the economy ones slowly building up. It's steady. Industry are the ones that are far more interesting. We're going to get weapon production. Now, we saw how long those orders were going to take. Yeah, they are slow. Politics, there's some good stuff in... Well, is there some good stuff? No, maybe not so much in this one. Agriculture, it's military stuff that we really want. So we want to save up, and what do we want? We've got the option of... Do we have anything in here? It's highlighted with a little thing on here if there's anything we can take. I don't think we can take any of those. Yeah, I could have sworn when we clicked on this. Oh, there's civil things? There are military things. British rifles. Okay, and we're gonna take that one. Is that under diplomacy, actually? Signable only? I don't really know why that's not showing on there. Oh, yes, I do. It's hidden off the bottom. There we go. Diplomacy. So if I were to buy this one, make a deal with the British to import their latest service small arms. The deal consists of the reliable Enfield rifle muskets for infantry, the very accurate Enfield musketoons for cavalry, as well as the Whitworth rifle. So I think that one would be a great one. The Austrian one allows us to buy Lorenz, so British rifles, and we're going to tick. Boom, got it. Notice that empties the subsidy bank for the others, so we have to build them up one at a time. So that is cool. And then we go in, let's put the order in straight away, because we absolutely need our Enfield rifles. Filters. What's this going to be under? Yeah, we've got an order for those. Can we not see the Enfield rifle yet? Orders placed, get rid of that. 12-pounder iron? We can have iron Napoleons? I don't really want stacks and stacks of different guns coming in. Oh, hang on. We want import available. We want orders available. Right. So now, there we go. We've got the Enfield musket. We have a whopping 572. So we're going to need to... It's going to take a while to get these, but 10,000 pieces. That's going to cost a fortune, but it's going to take 3 months. Okay, order them. 10,000, that's quite a production run. Okay, we'll have to make do with the other things. That seems like a good way of getting stuff rather than trying to build up our own industry. These guys... Oh, we are ready to fight. If we have a look in here... Can we add these together? Yeah, anything that's like really weak, we want to add them together because there's no point having such weak things. So, James A. Smith, let's add you into Dre's brigade. Colonel Dre. There we go. So we've got 1,600 men, which is a decent size unit. There's 2 Mississippi units there, which are just too small. So let's put them in there. And we've got these ones from Arkansas. We're the Orphan Brigade from Kentucky. Nice. They're actually decent sizes. Okay, we can run with that. And there's a load of Tennessee cavalry. Phil Hinton. Can we upgrade your cavalry? Well, let's see if we can merge some of these. There's a... Oh, okay, 191. That is utterly pointless. I'm not quite sure what the maximum size of our cavalry is at the moment. Texas. We've got more Tennessee cavalry down there. What if I do that? That reduces them. Mississippi cavalry. So it looks like about 1,000 is the maximum at the moment. I think we can change that and upgrade them. And we've got some Texas infantry. I don't think we've got anything else. Yeah, okay. I mean, I will try and find a home for some of these other ones. It is better to merge such weak units together rather than have lots of weak units running around all over the place. But you know what? These guys need to head out. Do we have a depot there? We don't have a depot there. That's bad. Oh, we should have done that at Nashville. I should have been building that. Do you know what? I'm going to put that on there because it's stupid not to have one before we head off. I mean, Nashville's a pretty good city. It does gather some supply anyway, but we should have that there. You guys are ready. Do I want to invade Cairo at the same time? Let's see if we can do it. We're going to assume there's nothing there. The invasion of Illinois. Knock out a Union port, which would be quite good. Meanwhile, we've got in the Western Army. I'm going to move up the road here. No. Can we do... Oh, okay, let's move them up to there. I don't want to take that road. Having said that, what is that? That's a track of some sort. Those guys are in a good state to march out. Price, not so much. we're moving in. Confederacy call for... Yes, excellent. States forming new regiments. We've got 2-year volunteers now. So any new units we create now will be automatically signed up for 2 years. We could go straight for the Militia Act 3. It'll take 50 days and they'll be signed up, new units signed up for 3 years. We should probably get that before we recruit anything. States don't really support that because they do not want to admit that we're likely to have a 3-year war. So that's probably a thing, right? Having said this one, though, government funding, that's 67 days. Funding policies allow new acts to introduce new sources of income to finance the war. That's probably a good thing, but I'm going to actually go for the Militia Act 3 first. This sort of implies that we can do several things at once. I'm not 100% sure if that actually then makes each one take longer. So as that is a bit of a priority, we're going to go for that one. You notice how the readiness drops as we march along? Yeah, it is a thing. Muddy roads, halves movement. Maybe I should have taken the other road. The Union passes a Tariff Act. Doesn't really tell you much about this, but that's... I don't know. They'll make money from foreign imports. McCulloch's in place. An engagement. Department of the West is in contact with the Western Army. What are your orders? We have 6,000 men versus their 15,000. Okay, retreat. No, we'll just withdraw. Not necessarily down through the woods, though. Okay, we're going to actually form back up here. We're going to combine these 2 units together because it's not good having them separated like that. We'll put them into one army. Oh, nice! The Indian Army has made it over to here in Kansas. I'm wondering if these guys should be together. In the actual fighting, there were some of these in with one army under McCulloch. There was a battle at Pea Ridge, which I think was somewhere around here. Or was it just in northern Arkansas? It was maybe just in northern Arkansas. Yeah, having armies split up all over the place, not necessarily good. What do we think is at the Department of Kansas? 2,600 men. We outnumber them, but we have no guns, but we are all cavalry. Should we make a strike for it? We want to try and take some of these cities if we can. Fort Leavenworth would be a good one to try and get. I'm going to go for that. Let's get the cavalry in up there. Just keep an eye on things. We've got a fight going on here. What sort of fight? Is it a siege? We've got Major General Leonidas Polk. Oh, against Ulysses S. Grant. Oh, I think we have to fight this. The Battle of Cairo. Or is it pronounced Cairo? I'd pronounce it Cairo, like the Egyptian city, but you guys tell me. Okay, let's have a look at the situation that we've got here. So we can be on the defensive here. And Grant can come and attack us. I like the sound of that. Does it tell us about their individual strengths? Which is the one? Consolidated Strength Report. So it sounds, I think we outnumber them. Okay, let's have a look. All right, here we go. So I have lined my men up in position. We've got some slight defensive positions here behind the rail fence covering Wheeler's Crossroad. We've got some slightly defensive positions behind a creek bed here, which, I don't know, it's not always the most effective. We're not using the best weapons, so we may have to advance to attack. I've actually kept some reserves back for each one this time. We've got artillery in the centre. You'll be disappointed to hear, folks, that I don't think any of you guys are actually in command in this one. But that's okay, because this isn't actually destined to be a long-term independent force, or so we think. So let's see if we can spot where the enemy are marching down from. So, this is their exit point, or entry point. It used to be that if you followed the roads down, you would see where they were going. And you could sometimes hear the sound of marching feet or hooves. I don't detect anything there. Let's leave it on 20 times speed and see what turns up. Here we go. We've got them. We've spotted them. So I put some skirmishers out just to get us a bit of better vision. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down to 5 times speed now because this seems to be accelerating rapidly. So we've got skirmish forces out. You know what? I bet they outrange us. I bet they outrange us. But if they want to come right down the middle, then that's absolutely cool. We can deal with that. Make sure those are in a position to take advantage of that defensive terrain there. Okay, we can see where the enemy are coming. There's something coming down the road. This force is short of cavalry. This force is definitely short of cavalry. We don't seem to have too much on this side, so I'm going to deploy my other brigade over there. It's not a great position, is it? Hang on, can we get it? It's kind of broken up because of the fence, which is fine. Right, what if I order... I'm going to risk ordering this guy here to... or attack the enemy artillery. Yeah, attack the enemy artillery is fine. I don't know if everything has the range to do that. The 14-pounder James rifle has. The 6-pounder field guns probably not so much. Oh, we've got some 24-pounder howitzers here. Well, as long as they don't try to move forward to engage, that's fine. Tell you what, let's find the... You can't actually see from there with the James rifle. I think you probably can. I would dispute that. I think it's complaining there's a tree in the way. Okay, I think this is a case of fall back quickly. They're trying to push on this side. At the risk of losing all my reserves in the centre. Yeah, let's push out to that way. Let's pull the skirmishers back. They're going against the US cavalry. This is good. There, that's just target them. I'm not quite sure what that's an order for. That looks like it's going to go terribly bad, doesn't it? Yes. Let's expect those guys to be retreating in disgrace after the battle. You've had to fall back. That's fine. Do you know what? This doesn't seem to be working so well for us. I'm going to recall the skirmishers. Those skirmishers are being recalled anyway. These ones, under Colonel James C. Tappan, doing okay. They're gonna have to fall back. So that's okay. Let's bring them back. We're just letting our artillery do its work here. Now then, the risk here is I think these guys hugely outrange us. But at the moment, if they want to advance in, and maybe they can't see us. Hopefully they won't be able to see us hiding behind this shrubbery down here. Someone's ordering in the cavalry, the artillery. I don't like the look of this. I do not like the look of this. I think that was from my previous order before, to be quite honest. I mean, that's fine. These guys will move, unfortunately, to follow whatever target I've assigned them. So that's something that we need to be very much aware of. They've made an attack. They are rapidly going back. They're going back in good order, though. Met our chaps, took a volley in the face, and that was enough. We have a brigade coming in over here. Focus all firepower on that superstar destroyer, especially with the, well, 14-pounders are quite good, but there's some 12-pounder howitzers that should be shredding these guys somewhere. I'm going to have to turn to face that. What we should be doing, I think, is pushing these guys back over here. They're on the retreat. Let's go. Let's move the skirmishers out. Go and advance against some artillery over there. Is this a general withdrawal? The artillery, when you concentrate artillery fire onto something, it can be devastating. Good. We are in combat. I like that. I like that. We get a report saying we're in contact. One of the plays that you can play this game, one of the ways you can play the game, I should say, that some people say is the best way to do it, is not to use the individual units, but just to take like a division, give them an attack order, and mark the location where you want them to attack, and let the division commander sort it out. And people say that that is a better way of doing it. It's more historically accurate. Excellent. We have one load of guys broken already. That is superb. I need to just hold you guys back a little bit because you're not looking too clever. This could destroy Grant's career if we're lucky. Just pull you back. You're a bit too much on the front line. Yeah, people are breaking. There's enemy artillery shredding our artillery, and that's not good. This isn't overly impressive either. I think you need to be... I know what's happening here. We're outranged here. You guys, yeah, you need to withdraw these skirmishers. I'll let them come on, though, on that side. But we're going to outflank these guys right here. Give them a good blast in the face. Are we chasing? Let's see if we can chase off the cannons. Cannons would be good to destroy. We're going to try and advance across here. Actually, can we put more skirmishers out? We can. Brilliant. Send skirmishers out after the artillery. Give that cavalry a volley in the face, men. I mean, both sides are looking a bit shaky here. Let's bring the commander up for a bit of moral support. They're trying a big outflanking maneuver over here. Yeah, good luck with that. Where's your division commander? You go there. I can't seem to move him. Well, he'll have to be fine then. Excellent. They have broken. Our guys are just exhausted, I think. But we'll use the skirmishers to try and chase off as much. Something's been devastating that, so some of my cannons must have been able to do the work over here. The rest of my artillery is absolutely broken, so let's bring them over to this side. What's left of them. Yeah, they've fled. The morale, I mean, they don't take long before they run away. I guess it was just the pressure. Make sure both of you chaps are shooting at that artillery battery. It's looking like a nice minor victory, this. I don't propose we'll be able to hold Cairo very long. But we'll do what we can. Okay, let them attack on this line if we can, like that. And then... oh, the enemy is retreating. Excellent. I don't think we've got anything that can actually do much to them, to be quite honest. We might be able to do some artillery damage here. This is a point, actually. Charge in. And charge in. See if we can capture some guns. I don't know quite how the gun capture mechanic works in this game. Or even if it works at all. These guys don't seem to be really acutely aware of what's going on. We've got 7 minutes to do this. Come on, we're going to try and... I'm ordering skirmishers to charge. We're doing some good work, though. Those guys are now leaving. Should we let them go in peace? It's gone. It's over. So they lost 650 men to our 355. That was a good, successful fight. We will take that one.